All right, guys, let's talk about episode 3 of The Last of Us.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is gonna hurt like a mother.
This episode really wrecked me, as I think it did a lot of people just going on social media while getting ready to record here. Looks like a lot of people are in the same boat, very emotional. One thing I have seen is that apparently a lot of what happens in this episode is a big departure from the games. I'm excited to get TJ's perspective on that on Tuesday, where we will do our full spoiler review. But just touching on a couple things here, again, we're going to keep this nice and spoiler free for you guys if you haven't checked out the episode yet. First of all, I loved it. I thought that Murray Bartlett and Nick Offerman in particular, obviously, were fantastic in this episode. I think that they were perfect for the roles that they were cast in. Overall, though, really just keeping it spoiler free, I think this episode was beautiful. I think it really gave us a lot, obviously, with Bill and Frank in this episode. But I was excited at both the beginning and the end that not only did we get this amazing, rich backstory on these two new characters and everything like that, and really got to spend time with them and in their lives. We didn't lose track of Joel and Ellie along the way. We got a nice, kind of intro sequence with them and then outro sequence with them. So we still spent a good probably 10, 15 minutes, if not more, with them, which I was excited about. But that kind of aside, because honestly in this episode, they are kind of the side dish, if you would. I just think everything that they were able to pull off with the feelings of what is human responsibility when something like this happens, or if something like this could happen, we have to take care of each other, what it all means, how you can build your own emotions into, what you think they should be versus what they can be, feeling like you yourself are closed off, but realizing that everyone can have the chance to love others and be loved and take care of people. And then how that kind of wraps into Joel and Ellie's story as well, and what it means for them. A lot of what Bill and Frank were going through, and a lot of what their story actually meant, can be transferred over to Joel and Ellie, as we see towards the end of the episode. But without getting into too much spoilers, I just kind of want to talk about how competent this show is. I think it's Craig Mazin, I believe, is the name. I'll correct myself on Tuesday if that's not right. But him, Neil Druckmann, the gentleman, the Chernobyl producer as well that's working on this. You just really see how much care and attention, and then of course the actors as well. You really just see how much care and attention is put into every single aspect of all of these characters being brought from the video game to the small screen here on HBO Max, that I might add too, does not feel small in the slightest, because even though this episode is more self-contained in location, it still looked like a damn movie that was amazing, well shot, well lit, beautiful sets, outdoor photography, and in the parts where it is, visual effects or green screen or CGI or anything like that, it also fully pulls it off, still maintains great action. You don't lose any of that. Anything that you would be expecting out of the show, you don't lose any of that in this episode. But what you gain is this beautiful story about these two characters. And then also, I've been seeing some people online too, just in the past little bit here, asking, why did we get this episode? Was it filler? Did we really need to delve this deep into people? And I think the answer is yes and no, in my opinion. I think for the show, could we have gone without all of this for the plot of the show? Of course, that's not what this episode's about. This episode is about realizing their entire emotional journey together, and then at the end, it really throws it back in your face, with how can this relate to Joel and Ellie's personal journeys and journey together. So I thought that was fantastic, but I will save you my ramblings and mumblings any further at 1:35 a.m. here as it is. And we will have more thoughts on this, spoiler thoughts, TJ's perspective as someone who knows the games a lot better than I do. on this episode, on episode 3 of The Last of Us. Shout out Linda Ronstadt. But guys, let us know, what did you think of this episode? Let us know down below. While you are down there, go ahead and subscribe and like as well. And go ahead and share this video. Share with anybody that you know that might be interested in The Last of Us. You know somebody that loves Parks and Rec and wants to see something great that Nick Offerman is doing. Send him this review, send him this video, and maybe they will go check it out. So until then, guys, we will catch you in the next video.